Hello guys, this is Revolution. So, since the announcement of the upcoming Broly movie, obviously the fictional fandoms of Dragon Ball, Marvel and DC have been pitting Broly against pretty much anybody and everybody, but one of the most common ones to arise is one that's always been spoken about in abundance, and that is the Incredible Hulk vs Broly. Now, this has been popping up in all my feeds on all social media platforms. I've been getting many requests to do this battle. I have been umming and ahhing about this battle, and I'll tell you why at the end of this video. First off, we'll be looking at World War Hulk with his world-breaking abilities, and then we'll be looking at Broly. Obviously, there's different versions of Broly. There's the Dragon Ball Z movie Broly, or the Toei verse Broly, if you want to call it that. And then obviously, there's the mainstream canon Broly, which will be coming forth in the movie in December. We will look at both. So just before we look at who would win out of these two absolute muscle-bound beefcakes, just a quick question. If you could incorporate any Marvel character from the Marvelverse into Dragon Ball, which character would it be? It could be a villain, it could be a hero, whether it be Thor, Hulk, Silver Surfer, Thanos, or somebody else. Anybody practically. Let me know your thoughts and reasons why down in the comment section. I look forward to reading them. If you like interfictional verse battles like this one, I've also done Goku vs Superman, Thanos vs the Grand Priest. Check out these videos in my library, and make sure if you're new to the channel that you are subscribed and have clicked that bell button next to it to be notified whenever I release new content. I do Dragon Ball theories and so on as well. And if you enjoy the videos, please do smash that like button and lend me your energy. It's truly appreciated. So we're going to start off with World War Hulk, because this version of Hulk uses all of his common powers but has better reflexes and speed. He usually is often fighting in arenas against other heroes or even villains, but he's outfitted with a badass axe or sword, and he has strong armor that usually give him an advantage over his enemies. He also generally has a better understanding of what's going on, even when he's in rage mode, than the usual default Hulk. Of course, there's World Breaker Hulk, which is Hulk that uses his powers to perform at peak levels. This state, Hulk's rage will make him consume more and more gamma radiation, and when his gamma radiation is charged, he can unleash far more power, exponentially more power. So even with the regular Hulk, one of the most famous feats of the Hulk is when he literally destroyed an asteroid twice the size of Earth in one shot. So even in attacking potency, even with his usual state of being, he is planetary level, if not planetary plus. However, he has been consistently portrayed to be comparable to the likes of Thor. World War Hulk with a World Breaker amp stalemated Sentry and took multiple blows from Sentry. It has been stated to have the attacking potency of 1,000,000 exploding suns. This would mean Sentry's attacking potency is at least multi-solar system level. Like I said earlier, World War Hulk with a World Breaking amp matched the Sentry, a serious Sentry, and matched him blow for blow. Also meaning that World War Hulk was able to keep up in terms of fighting speed, combat speed with the Sentry, who also just so happened to have a fight with Thor, where it was stated the fight between Sentry and Thor was being fought at many times the speed of light and was crossing interstellar distances, bending time and space. Thus meaning Sentry is massively faster than light. Now, we often talk about fictional characters being massively faster than light from point A to point B. However, this is actual combat speed, meaning Hulk's combat speed is massively faster than light to match the Sentry. Also matched Thor the Odin son on many occasions. However, don't get it twisted, he has not matched Rune King Thor. I did a video on Rune King Thor vs Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out. Rune King Thor is a monster. However, Hulk has matched regular Thor. And with the Odin Force has fought against people like Beta Ray Bill, and even Loki commented that Thor has a greater strength than the Silver Surfer, who is also considered solar system level. Once again supporting the fact that Hulk is at solar system levels of power, attacking potency and even durability, as well as the fact that he is massively faster than light. However, there's one more feat that could put Hulk even above that. Hulk has survived hits from a moderately fed Galactus, potentially putting his durability levels up to that of galactic levels. You could argue that Galactus wasn't going all out, so you could say it's at multi-system levels to galactic levels, somewhere in that range. But Hulk did pull off that feat, he did survive. Well, if you think that's out there for Hulk, there's some far more out there, or you could say outlier feats performed by the Hulk. The Hulk wouldn't cause earthquakes, across infinite planets in the multiverse. Hulk actually shook a multiverse, potentially universal levels of power, considering he can shake infinite amounts of dimensions. In fact, there was an occasion the pre-retcon Beyond Us stated Hulk's power is infinite. Whilst we haven't quite seen a feat that suggests Hulk is infinite, there is one massive standout feat where a controlled Savage Hulk overpowered Hyperion, a being that survived the explosion of 2 universes. Hulk was able to damage Hyperion, and even the author confirmed it, with Jonathan Hickman even stating, "Isn't it locked in that the Hulk is the strongest? Full stop." Now, anybody who knows anything about Marvel knows Hulk is far from the strongest. In fact, we've seen him consistently knocked out by solar system level beings. But in the Gamma files that came out in 2008, this is what it said: the Hulk possesses the capacity for superhuman strength, ranging beyond the limits of virtually any other known humanoid being, suggesting that the angrier the Hulk gets, the stronger he gets, and he can go further than any other humanoid being within the Marvel universe in terms of physical prowess alone, which could somewhat explain his universal levels of attacking potency against Hyperion. Regardless, consistently Hulk is depicted as having solar system levels of power, but at his ultimate peak he can reach universal levels if he is angry enough. However, the paradox here is, are extremely powerful beings who could one-shot Hulk going to let him get angry enough to reach those kinds of powers? He pretty much has no stamina issues as long as he remains angry. In terms of intelligence, he's not particularly that bright, even as World War Hulk, but he does have a bit of nous about him in the World War Hulk arc, and has even had martial arts training from the Iron Fist, so he is somewhat proficient in it. He has the Thunderclap, but that's not that great of a ranged attack. Anyway, that's World War Hulk. So solar system plus levels of power, attacking potency, durability, massively faster than light. If you want to take Galactus's feat into the equation, moving away from his consistent feats and into the outliers, you could wank him to galactic level. But if you really want to push the outliers and wank him, then you could say universal level based on his fight with Hyperion. Onto his opponent for this first battle, Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan. So Broly, this guy is an absolute monster. In the Dragon Ball Z movie, we literally saw him destroy a galaxy. We actually saw the visual destruction of a galaxy. Now, it does say destroyed the South Galaxy, which implies that he's destroying a galactic quadrant. That's hard to tell. We know that it's a threat to that galactic quadrant over a period of time, but we literally see in the movie Broly destroy a galaxy. King Kai even states it's all gone after we see the sequence. Even if you literally want to shit on that feat and said he did it over the decades of his life, Broly is estimated to be somewhere in his 30s in that movie, then it would still make him multi-solar system level plus. And guess what? Broly was strained at that time by his father Paragus' controlling device as a regular Super Saiyan. Even if you want to hyper lowball him down to multi-solar system levels of power, he eventually breaks out of those restraints and not just becomes a regular Super Saiyan, but becomes the legendary Super Saiyan, who far outclassed all the Z Warriors, Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Gohan, Super Saiyan Vegeta, Piccolo, when Piccolo was actually considered a relevant character after fusing with Kami, and also future Trunks as a Super Saiyan as well. He literally blitzed all 5 of these in a short amount of time. At one point, tanking a Kamehameha at point blank range from Super Saiyan Goku and literally laughing at him. So obviously we talked about the Hyper Lowball being multi-solar system level plus. However, the truth is, it was stated in the movie itself by King Kai that once Broly had finished what he was doing, he was coming for the North Galaxy next. Now the Cardinal Kais, including King Kai, who is essentially the North Kai, actually oversee a quadrant of the universe, meaning that their galactic cluster that they look after is a galactic quadrant. Astrophysicists estimate that there are between 100 billion and 200 billion galaxies in the universe. That means a galactic quadrant that a Cardinal Kai such as King Kai oversees will consist of billions of galaxies. Within Broly's lifetime, and we know that Saiyans stay in their peak condition for at least 80 years, Broly would have made his way to the North Galaxy after destroying the Southern Galactic Quadrant over a period of time. That will put him at multi-galactic levels of attacking potency, according to statements. He also easily dodges the Z Warriors' attacks, even 4-on-1 at one time, casually. proving that his combat speed is massively faster than light based off those other Z Warriors. However, Broly as a character will be rebooted for the mainstream canonicity of Dragon Ball Super. Now, Dragon Ball Super has actually concluded after the Tournament of Power, but at the beginning of Dragon Ball Super, upon Goku achieving the Super Saiyan God transformation in the Battle of God saga, in Battle of Gods, Goku and Beerus, with 3 blows, were stated to be destroying the Universe 7 macrocosm, a macrocosm that's 3 times the size of our very own universe. 3 collisions would have destroyed this macrocosm had Goku not perfected his technique on the 3rd collision, so you could say as a shared feat it was half a universe of destructive capacity each from Goku and Beerus. Of course, Goku would go on to absorb that Super Saiyan God power into his base, stack on all the Super Saiyan multipliers again, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20, and eventually in the Tournament of Power, break his limits and achieve Ultra Instinct. Now, it's common practice in Dragon Ball for the new antagonist or villain to be stronger than the previous antagonist or villain. If that trend continues, Broly will be stronger than even Jiren, who just flexing shook an infinite realm. Of course, Goku revealed in episode 131 of Dragon Ball Super that he can no longer access Ultra Instinct. It was a freak accident. I'm sure we'll see it again, but as of right now, he cannot access it. You can still, however, use Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20, and in the upcoming movie, Broly, which will be taking place after the Tournament of Power, has Super Saiyan Blue Goku terrified. Even if you go off feats and statement scaling from Dragon Ball, we know that from episode 28 of Dragon Ball Super, that Beerus and Champaf's fight would have destroyed both Universe 6 and Universe 7 macrocosms, hitting the God of Destruction Beerus at least multi-universal levels of attacking potency. We know from the V-Jump magazine that Ultra Instinct Omen Phase 3 Goku was relative to a fully powered Beerus, and therefore a fully powered Jiren was somewhat relative to Ultra Instinct Omen Phase 3 Goku, as we saw in the Tournament of Power, if not slightly stronger. So if Broly's stronger than Jiren, he will at least be multi-universal in attacking potency. However, with key amplification scaling, Broly would be a lot higher than that. As Dragon Ball has always told us, if you increase your ki, you multiply all your combat abilities, including strength and speed and power, exponentially. And you consider that same Beyond God Goku is at least universal in terms of attacking potency. By the time you stack on Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, then Super Saiyan God again, Super Saiyan Blue, which is Super Saiyan God turning Super Saiyan, then stack on Kaioken times 20. By the time you've added on all these multipliers, Goku would be at least comfortably multiversal in terms of attacking potency. Broly's going to be stronger than Goku as a legendary Super Saiyan. So there's the 2 different versions of Broly, and I know in the Dragon Ball Z movie verse there's more than one Broly movie. We're just taking into account the first movie where he is at multi-galactic levels of power. Then with the upcoming Dragon Ball Super movie, which will be canon to Dragon Ball Super, Broly's at least going to be multi-universal by feats and statement scaling, and by key multiplication scaling, comfortably multiversal, if not mid-multiversal. Of course, with the upcoming Dragon Ball Super movie Broly, we're speaking from conjecture because we don't know how strong he's going to be until we actually see the movie, which isn't out yet, but it's safe to say he's going to be stronger than Super Saiyan Blue Goku. So, who would win out of World War Hulk and Broly? Well, World War Hulk's consistent showings are usually around Solar System plus levels, whereas Broly, even from the Dragon Ball Z movies, is somewhere around the galactic levels of multi-galactic, if you're being fair. So Z movie Broly would beat consistent showings of Hulk. However, Hulk at his absolute peak, you could argue, is at universal levels based on his fight against Hyperion. He should beat the Z movie Broly, but the Dragon Ball Super Broly is going to at least be multi-universal levels of power based on states and featment scaling, and then potentially multiversal levels of power when you use multiplication scaling. Even at multi-universal levels of power, Broly wins comfortably. With multiversal levels of power, Broly slaughters, even if you take into account Hulk's outlier feats. So there you have it, Broly wins pretty comfortably. That's why I was umming and ahhing about doing this fight, but you guys requested it, so there you have it. It's a bit of a stomp match in reality. If you want to see closer fights, check out Superman Prime vs Ultra Instinct Goku, or Thanos vs Whis. Make sure you let me know your thoughts down in the comments section. If you enjoy my videos, please do smash that like button, lend me your energy. Make sure you subscribe if you are not or new. Until next time, Ad Astra.